Hello guys, so small issue with this video. I had a problem with my mic, it wasn't turned on, so you're going to be hearing secondary audio, so it's going to be a little bit low on my part when you hear me talking, so just be mindful of that and pardon me for getting it wrong, and we'll pick it up in
Shout
the
out
next
to
one.
Marco Pedrana,
You guys still enjoy the video.
Noble
All right.
Brown, AMG, Dan Real, Hamada Akusa, Steven Joseph.
Welcome back, Game with King family, to our second F1 Clash video of today. And we're back on our junior account here, and we have finally done it. We have unlocked Series 4. We did it in our last video. So in this video, we're going to be entering Series 4 and getting some Series 4 race done. Alright, so as you know, we have not upgraded any of our drivers just yet, but we are going to be doing so in this video, as Series 4 is all about heat. So it's all about hot racing. The track will be hot, so we're going to need drivers with good tire management. All right, so we're going to look for the drivers here with the best tire management that we have, and then we're going to upgrade them to the next level as they're available. All right, so we see Latifi and Mick Schumacher here has the best tire management, so we're going to upgrade them to bring up those tire management a little bit higher, and they're good drivers to use as well in the lower series here. So we got Latifi to level 3, and let's see how far we can get Mick Schumacher. We have the coins, as we have been managing our coins very nicely and not using any to upgrade anything. So we got Schumacher to level 4, so we're at 51 and 55% in tire management. That's what we want to see. All right, so let's set our car up. We're still not upgrading anything on the car unless it's going to be fast bit time parts like this spring here. But as for that, we're just going to put on our best parts that we have for our car. We're not touching the car just yet, as at this point you don't want to be focusing too much on car. You mostly want to be focusing on your drivers, as there's not a lot you can do with the car to impact your performance in the game. All right, because at this level the car is just not at good levels, so the most you can do right now is to try and lower your fast bit time setup. And at this point we know the main fast bit time parts are the wall, we know the tension or the cream. As for here, we know it's the Blackbird. As you can see, all of those parts are way up in higher series. We know the twister right there in Series 4, as you know, the impulse in Series 5. All right, those are the fast pit time parts, so we're not gonna waste too many coins to upgrade other parts that we are not going to be using at this point in the game. So yeah, let's jump out into Series 4 for our first race. We got Mick Schumacher in our car setup. Let's jump into it and see if we can win our first Series 4 race. All right. Also, remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. Turn on your post notifications, and also remember to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get above 100 likes on this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully you guys enjoy. All right, let's go. All right, so Series 4, all about sunny side, but since the new update where tire management is not taking such a huge hit from the heat on the track, so we see here 40 degrees in qualifying. I don't know what the percentage the degrees is going to be when we start the race, though. Let's just wait and see. 21, 24. Nice qualifiers there. Still qualifying in the back. I wasn't expecting to qualify anywhere other than the back. So what I want to test here is to see if we can get 3 laps on softs at 39 degrees in the sun. All right, so normally we wouldn't be able to get 3 laps on softs, but I want to test if we can now after the new update, and the sun does not take away too much so much of your tires like it did before. Normally temperatures like 39 degrees here, soft tires will only like give you 2 laps, and these guys have good tire management, so we're looking to see if we can get just that little extra from those soft tires. Look at Lando Norris there on his hard tires flying down the track, and we're on a soft compound and we're struggling to get any overtaking done. Let's go down there to start our conserve phase to see what we got by Norris there, nice and easy. With our Latifi, and Norris putting pressure on Latifi here. Latifi holding strong as he's on the softer compound, And as you know, the game has changed a bit, where soft tires are now are a lot better than hard tires. So I'm eager to see how these hards will perform against the softs here from Latifi down here in the lower series. All right, let's see here. So now a car looks like we can possibly do the 3 laps. The temperature is taking its time and going down 1%. So it's now down to 37 degrees, so it's down 2% so far. And look at the rival tires, look all worn, so he'll be going to pit in this lap with his Mick Schumacher there. While we looks like we can go for another lap. 33% is where it's at. There he goes into pit. We're going to run out of tires, but we're going to run out nice and close to the pit lane. We're going to come back to softs and start our boost phase. All right. As you can see, the rival Norris on those hards. Hards has been worn down pretty much. At the higher levels, when you have like drivers with a higher level of tire management, your drivers will be able to do 3 laps on softs. But at this level, where these drivers' tire management is not the best, so we can see they still can do 3 laps, but they're going to run out of tires. Maybe if we start off with more of a conserve phase, then we'll get more out of them. But for now, that's what we can get. All right, so we're gonna start our boost phase right now. We're behind 22 and 24. The rival is just at 20 and 21 right there, so not too far away for Latifi to go catch up, especially in his boost phase here. And he'll be putting down his foot on the gas and go hunt them down. And there we see he's catching up already. Mick Schumacher there, tire is down, so he's going to be going to pit. We're going to come around and go to pit in the next lap, and we should also catch Mick with our Mick Schumacher as well. And let's see if we can get by Norris here and try to create some distance for ourselves. It's a bit technical to get around drivers on soft tires. It leads down to the overtaking of a driver combined with the defense of the defending driver for you to get the overtake, unless he gets a bad position on the track. And as we can see here, he's holding strong and he's about to go to pit as well. So let's cut off this and try for a late pit technique here. And let's see if he's going to line up and give us an opportunity to get by him. Nope. So he did not line up. He defended all the way in. So we're going to go to pit now to softs again. Yes, we're going to softs again. He's going to hards. And the temperature is now down to 36 degrees. So what I'm going to try to do here is to cut down to conserve, or to cut to regular driving. And let's see if our drivers can get some position in there and if they can get this win. All right, Mick Schumacher will be going to pit. So the meat of the matter is just to get by Norris here. Let's use some boost here. See if we can get by these cars. One and softs. And see if we can go get by Norris, as he has been the main guy to beat all race. And as we can see, both our drivers are stuck here basically, unable to overtake this car on hard tire here, which is not good news for us. We see Mick Schumacher there holding us off. He's also on hards, and he has been holding us. Let's see if our Schumacher can take him. Looks like he's gonna get it. Yes, he did. Now we're going to be out of tires. Yeah. So, yeah. We're definitely not getting the win here. We'll have to go back to pit with both drivers here. Let's go back with one. And then we'll just let one go for 0 tires. So the soft tires did not help us here. So it seems like the soft tires works better with drivers with a higher level of overtaking compared to drivers with a lower level of overtaking. So we'll have to rethink our strategy and come again in the next series 4 race. All right. So we'll just rethink our strategy, and we'll come back again here in series 4 for another race. So we came back in last place there. So that didn't work for us there. So next one we'll try to do a little more conserve. and see if we can get our tires to hold up a little longer. Let's look at the debriefing window real quick. And we had more tire management than Norris and Schumacher. They had the better car. As you can see there, he has higher parts like the tension and stuff. Hence his pit time was nice and low as well. But yeah, let's jump into the next race. We're going to rethink our strategy and we're going to come back for this next one. All right. Let's go retake our 80K that we just lost. That's also one of the nicest things because we're managing our coin levels so nice and we're not too running into doing too much upgrades at this point. We have a good amount of coins just in case you hit some loses. You still have enough to bounce back and get back in there. $38 in qualifying. Let's see what the degrees are going to be. All right, so 38 degrees, and it's going to take its time, go down to 36. All right, we're going to go for softs again. This time we're going to start off with a slower start and conserve and see how this technique works when we get a slower start. If our drivers performs better, or how are they going to perform? Can they do the expected laps of 3 laps on these softs in the 30 degrees heat for as long as they're on conserve from the start? Let's see. You see Mazepin taking Latifi there for all his cookies, and we see Tsunoda taking or Mazepin for all of his cookies. We see Latifi retake his cookies for Mazepin. And let's see if Mick can hold or gain. Yep, Latifi holding off Mazepin there. So the rivals, Tsunoda is going to go for 2 laps while we're going to go for 3 laps. So we're testing the limits of these tires to see if we can get 3 laps. 37 degrees temperature now with these guys with 55 and 51 tire management compared to guys like Sainz with 98 or Leclerc with like 100 and something on our main account. So we know how to manage our tires also on a hot track on the main account from here. All right, so there we go, looking good, 36%. So we have 33, so we can boost just for a little bit at the start, not for a lot. Like we normally would boost to a certain corner. We can't do that with these guys, so we can just boost just for a little bit at the start is the best results, or not boost at all at the start, so we can boost going into pit to create some nice distance for our drivers to go in. Now we're going to boost both drivers from here. Let's see if he's going to run out. Let's cut him back down. Don't want him to run out before he enters the pit lane. That's where we want him to run out. And then we see Mick Schumacher getting back out. Let's see if he can get out in front of the rival here. Nope, not out in front of the rival today. And Latifi comes out behind the rival Mazepin as well. Let's go Mick. Get in there, inside. Boosting down there. Unable to get that overtake done. Good defending from Ocon on hards. It's insane that these drivers on hards down here in the lower series are holding off these soft tires so much, while on the main account the softs will just overpower the hards by a lot. So it seems like hards are still good, but in the lower series and not in the higher series where power and high level tunes are. I think that's the main reason, because of the levels of the tunes in the higher series compared to the levels of the tunes down here in the lower series. We're going to try for a late pit technique here on Mazepin and see if we can get the jump on him before we go to pit. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right, we're too far away. Not gonna work. He defended all the way. Wow, I didn't even realize that Schumacher was still in the pits. All right, we're gonna cut down to conserve here. And cut down to conserve here, as we want to get 3 laps in to the finish, while the rival should go back to pit with his Sonoda there. The temperatures has also gone up to 39 degrees. So let's see if we can get 3 laps on these 39 degrees temperature on these softs. We should get by here. He can't boost his Mazepin unless he's going to bring him back to pit. So we should definitely get this win. And we see our tires lasting a little bit longer to run on conserve, because we started a little early. We started the race on conserve and did not boost any of it. So we just rework our strategy and did a 3-3-2 or the 3-2-3. And we could do the 3-3-2 and boost the finish at the end. .30 degrees, 30% tires remaining to go to the end. And we have 30 on. You see the rival stopping there with his Mazepin. Here we see Sonoda now boosting to the finish. And I'm interested to see if that Sonoda can catch up to our Mick Schumacher here. We have a huge amount of distance and a few back markers. You can see he's skipping through the cars at this point. We're about to go out of fuel. We're going to just boost here to the finish line. There we go, holding it off. And boost Latifi here to the finish line. Great win. And we've got back our 80 coins. All right, so mostly you want to use hard tire. You can use hard tires down here, as we can see from the evidence that hard tires have been holding up strong down here in the lower series. We're going to do one more race and get some hard tires in there in the strategy and the technique, and see how those hard tires perform. Also, what you want to do is when you're using hard tires, you do not want to use hard tires on conserve. So if you're going to be going for hard tires in series 4 here, make sure you're not going on conserve with those hards. Whenever you're on hards, don't go on conserve. All right, so what you can do is the 3-3-2 hard tires in the middle technique. So when you're on your hards, you're on boost instead of on conserve. You're going to be conserving on softs and boosting on your hards with the 3-3-2 technique. All right, so we're going to be doing that right now, so you guys can see the technique and see how to exactly do it and pull it off. All right, so here we are at China, and the temperatures are not as high on China here as it was in that previous race, or 2 previous races. 30 degrees, so we should be able to get 3 laps on 30 degrees with a bit of boost here. So the rival is on double hard, so we're going to boost off at the start here, and then we're going to come back to conserve and hold some positions. All right, so after we hit this S corner, nice, see our drivers going wide, going out there, taking the positions. We're going to cut down there, so we can get 3 laps. And then we're going to come back to hard tires. So what you don't want to be on conserve on those hards, because they're going to be extremely slow and you're just going to be getting past. If you're on conserve on softs, your drivers will be like in a defensive mode, so they will defend as they can, and if they cannot defend, they'll just allow them to pass, but they're going to be able to hold their position. They're not just going to let the entire pack go by them. As you can see here, this one driver got by both our drivers, and Latifi was challenging him there. Here we go, suffering a breakdown. If you just watch our video on breakdown this morning, and I was telling you guys, if you just pass the pit and you get that breakdown, then it's going to be the harshest. So here it is right here. We're just going to boost him up to regular driving as we bring him back into pit right away. As I said, you want to serve those breakdowns as you get them, and once you're going around for a longer stint on the breakdown, which is that 1 lap stint, you're going to lose those positions, but it's okay. All right, because you're losing time. So we're gonna go back to pit now with our breakdown with Mick Schumacher. We're gonna bring him in for those hard tires that we were gonna go to either way, and we're just gonna push those hards for a little longer than we would if we went for another lap of conserve. All right, so there we see Mick serve his breakdown. We're going to pit now with Latifi for his hards, and we'll just let Mick Schumacher here take his time and catch up, cut down on the time as we go to pit now with or Latifi. All right, so the rival looks like he's gonna pit one driver and run the next one to 0 tires. So he's running Mazepin there to 0 tires. So Mick should also catch by his Sonoda here. So we've made up some of the time with Mick there, and we're keeping that boost on him, keeping our boost on both our drivers here. As I said, if you're gonna cut down with Mick here, you don't want to cut to conserve. You have to go to regular driving to keep him up there in the pack, to keep that pace, or he's just gonna drop off. As we see Mazepin now running out of tires close to the pit lane. So he did a great lap on his tires to make it back to the pit lane here. And here we see Mazepin, Latifi going by, and we see Mick Schumacher coming now to go by. Though we suffered that breakdown, we took our breakdown in that same lap. As I said, the very same lap. Once you are behind the pit lane, you want to go to pit. You don't want to continue around passing the pit with a breakdown. You want to make sure you go to pit and put your strategy into play. All right, so since we've switched, we're going to come back to hards here on Mick Schumacher, and then we're going to cut him to regular driving on those hards, so he can do that extended lap on those hards and come back to pit and go to the finish, I should say. All right, temperature's down to 29 degrees. We could go to softs for 3 laps of conserve, but we're just going to go regular driving, hard tires. All right. So we altered our technique there. And then we're going to come back now to softs for Latifi, who boosted all of his hard tires. So that's the best technique to use right now for this series 4, where you need, even not in Series 4, but in Series 6, Series 5, and so on. This technique is going to be critical to use in these lower series. All right, since the soft tires are not giving you that dominant, the soft tires are not giving us that dominant play that we see the soft tires give us on the main account. So we have to be mindful of that and use other strategies that involve softs, but incorporate with hard tires as well, and make sure those hard tires are on boost. And 3-3-2 with hard tires in the middle, definitely the technique to use. Or you can go for 2-3-3 with softs at the start and hards in the middle and hards at the end. As you see, we go on Mazepin here, but you want to make sure those hards are on regular driving and not on conserve. All right, so there we see Latifi cutting down, so we can cut him up to regular driving as he's past the pit lane. He's past the finish line, and he has 1 lap of fuel remaining, so that means you can cut him up to regular driving. We see Mick Schumacher there, Sonoda there, passing or Mazepin, but that's all right. We're still on regular driving, and we're still holding positions with both our drivers here, and we should get this win for our first win or second win in Series 4 to take back our coins. We take back our 80k coins that we lost, and now we're gaining 80k coins in this one. All right, so use code word gains to let me know down in the comment that you made it to this portion of the video. Really appreciate you guys who watch the full videos for all your support, and that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully this video helps you guys to get some more wins down here in Series 4. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.